I happen to remember during my interview time with Dr. Arganbright, he asking my opinion on Greg Grove, who is the choir teacher over at City High, who was also my supervising teacher for my student teaching. And I told him I obviously loved everything that he did. And Dr. Arganbright said, well, that's good, because I hired him here at West High 25 years ago.
Dr. Arganbright, thanks so much for the work you've done for West High. You've made it the best school in Iowa for 31 years. Especially my husband and I want to thank you for giving us a chance to teach here. And we were really attracted to you as a principal. As you know, we've been to other schools and we thought that you had the foresight and the rapport with both the faculty and the students to make the school a place where there's learning, and that's the priority here. And you built a great foundation in both academics and activities, so thanks a lot.
On the day that Dr. Arganbright announced that he was going to be retiring, a lot of us were in the hallway, and as I was walking through, I was listening to a lot of people reacting about his retirement, and one thing that always popped up was a lot of people were saying that he gave me a chance when I was just starting out. And when I thought about it, that was true for myself and for all of my colleagues in the FOS department. And so I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance and for believing in us and always supporting us in every time we wanted to try something new or do something for the kids. You always had our back.
Dr. Arganbright, I wanted to thank you for being a good principal, giving me the opportunity to teach at West. And the attribute about you that I really appreciate the most is how you always have a calm demeanor. I appreciate how, regardless of if there's issues or trials going on, it never shows, and you always keep a calm countenance about yourself, which I think really is a benefit to our school.
Well, first of all, I would just like to sincerely thank you, Jerry, for hiring me. You've always been the principal that everyone wanted to work for, and even when I was working for Howard Vernon, I sort of thought, I'd really like to work for Jerry Arganbright. So I appreciate you hiring me. I've loved being a counselor at West High, and working for you has been it's been amazing. And I can't imagine a better faculty to work with, and you've hired them, and so thank you for that. The other thing, I have a couple of memories just as a parent of West High students. One was when Nick was fortunate enough to win the national tournament in humorous interpretation, and we were celebrating over at my mother's home, and you arrived at her apartment, and you had made hats for all of us that were the official Jerry Arganbright hats, National Champ 2002 Humorous Interp. I will never, ever, ever forget that night. It was pretty amazing. It was a great celebration. And the other memory I have, which is kind of an embarrassing one, is that when Alex was competing in the state finals for wrestling, I believe that I actually got kind of into the match and actually found myself crawling down, and I was on you, because as a parent I got very involved when he wrestled, and I remember that as being really awkward, but you were great, and people in the arena thought maybe you were the dad because you were so excited for him. So I think that's one of the legacies you leave. You got very excited about what kids did and what kids accomplished, and every student that goes through West, most of them feel like you were also an integral part of their success. So anyway, good luck to you as you go on to the next chapter. Feel free to come back anytime. Love you.
Jerry, congratulations on your retirement and your 3+ decades of service to West High School. You'll be missed not only as a district leader, but also as a friend. And I have to admit, I'm a bit jealous, not because you were the principal of West, but because you get to move to Kansas City. So if you ever miss Iowa City too much, don't fret. I'm always available to come visit. Congratulations. Go Royals.
You know, you can always depend on Jerry Arganbright's sense of humor to bring a group around. I remember one time many years ago when Jerry Palmer, our chief financial officer, and Jerry Arganbright and I were in a meeting with Howard Vernon and a few other people. And we'd never done one of these facility plans before. Nobody really knew exactly what numbers were where and how we were going to adjust for the large classes, like the band and the orchestra versus the small ones. And people were kind of frustrated, and Jerry cracks a joke, and the whole group just, kind of fell apart. And actually, it was exactly what we needed. We got the report done, we gave it to the school board, and as they say, the report was history. Well, Jerry, we thank you for your humor at the important times to make everybody realize what's really important. Of course, that's the kids in the school. Jerry, thanks for all you have done for the Iowa City Community School District.
Hello, Trojan Nation. It's Mr. Bacon here, principal at City High, school that leads. Now, I'm here to pay tribute to my good friend and colleague, Dr. Arganbright. When I think about Dr. Arganbright, what comes to mind? Ronald Reagan, William Jefferson Clinton, Frank Underwood, Dr. Arganbright. Great leaders, titans of leadership. Dr. Arganbright, I think, and I have a lot in common. Dedication to this community, love of students, really enjoying the smell of synthetic grass in the morning. But in all seriousness, I want to thank my good friend and colleague, Dr. Arganbright. He's someone I admire very much. Dr. Arganbright gets it. He understands this community. I think Iowa City is the greatest place in the world, and I think Dr. Arganbright understands what it takes to tap into everything that is great about this community. He understands the aesthetic of this community. Dr. Arganbright is a really smart guy, and I have tremendous respect for what you all have accomplished at West High School together. It's a role model that I'm aspiring to try to do at City High. 31 years I hope to bring. If I'm even in that ballpark here at City High, I would feel really proud. So I am grateful to Dr. Arganbright for the many times that he has been there for me and the advice that he has offered. He's someone I look up to very, very much. So here's looking at you, Jerry. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jerry. You've reached a well-deserved point in your career where you can retire knowing that 31 years of a tradition of excellence were the hallmark of the time that you spent at West High School. You have had such a tremendous impact on so many students, their families, and this community. I hope that is something that you take with you and treasure for the rest of your life. One of the things that I remember most about my time working with you was all the problem solving we did together. There were lots of formal environments we did that, administrative council, secondary principals meeting, parents meetings, staff meetings, but the ones I remember the most are the times we spent on the phone. It was always great when Kim would tell me that you were on the phone and you just needed a minute. I'd get on the phone with you, you'd identify some problem, you'd usually use a sense of humor to help me put it in perspective, and then we'd try to come up with some creative solutions. We weren't able to put all those into play, but there were a lot of those that actually led to some really good thinking and some really good problem solving. In the end, to some really good solutions for the students, staff, and community over at West High School. I will miss you. I wish you all the best for you, your family, as you start the next chapter in your life. I hope that you will always hold West High School, the city of Iowa City, in your heart, and know how much you've meant to everyone here. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us. Congratulations, Jerry.